Yo, what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another SandStorm Meetup. Hope everyone is having a wonderful Friday. Today, I am joined by Alexis from Metalands. How you doing today, Alexis?
Hello, everyone. I'm good and you?
I'm doing great. I really do appreciate you coming on today.
Thank you.
I'm a huge fan of gaming, huge fan of first person shooters, and just really any shooter game. So, really excited to talk to you today.
Same here. Same here. Thank you for much.
So usually I like to start off with a little bit of an introduction. You can maybe, I guess, tell everyone how you got started in the Web3 space, and I guess what role you play on the Metalands team.
All right. Okay. I joined the crypto space 2017, and I've been fully active on NFTs, Web3, and Web2 gaming.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, During the time of Crypto Kitties, Gods and Shane, and Etimons, I was well into those projects, and I got lots of experience from the NFT space, and especially the virtual realities. Doing one this all
I think we lost you for a second. We we're having some technical difficulties before the show, so if Alexis drops out, that's due
uh,
to his internet.
sorry,
Hello?
sorry, sorry, I got cut off
Oh no,
halfway.
you're good.
Okay, so like I was saying before, I said I joined the NFT space 2017 during
Mm-hmm.
the time of CryptoKitties and all other virtual reality products. During the time of 18 months, Bitcoin 2.0, which was like the first NFTs. I've been around and I have literally played with lots of NFTs and Web3 games before the hype of Web3 game, which was I think 2021, 2020, late 2020 and 2021.
Yeah.
So that was when we talk about building Metalands. Metalands has been around since late 2020s. Our team comprises of different nationalities. We are from India, Mauritius, the UAE, Eastern Europe, and part of Southern America. The team has been working on the game for quite a long time now, and we are proud of what we have achieved. Even though we are still an in deal team, basically we are not more than 12 to 15 members working on the team for now. But as we proceed, we plan to increase the team and increase our pro- productivity.
Yeah.
Basically, Mechaland is a shooter game. The idea of Mechaland came late 2020. I looked at the NFT space, I looked at the web gaming, and I noticed most of them was literally recopying what has been done over and over again. We talk about trading card games. Now when we see Splinter Lands, you see My Defi Pets. Most of the games at that particular time was 2D games.
I think we lost him again, but basically, I mean, yeah, I do agree to answer. What he was saying is there are a lot of there isn't really a big market for shooting. Not a big market, but there's not a whole lot of shooting games out there in the NFT space. Currently, I do think a bunch of them are coming out and being developed. Um, as we wait for Alexis to get back in here. But yeah, I mean, just looking at the gameplay that we're seeing here, it kind of it gives me like a Counter Strike feel. If anyone that's watching the stream, welcome
uh,
back.
yeah, basically it's more than Counter Strike. What you see now is we can say is the foundation.
Yeah.
The foundation when talk about when you're working on FPS games, you need to have your animation, you need to have the first person controller, the third person controller, you
Mm-hmm.
need to have the environment. So basically what we have now is we just playing around with the animation, the handlings of weapons, the controllers, the movement, and every other stuff. We also include some functionalities like the way how to customize your bunker. So the bunker customization is another aspect of the game which brings the whole concept of virtual space. When you talk about something like Oculus Home,
Yeah.
where the player gets to customize their own home, and then they can interact with other games, invite other players into their own homes and customize. Okay, they can also, okay, the difference with Oculus Quest and Metaland Bunker is that they cannot monetize the experience for Oculus Home, but for your bunker in our game, you can monetize this experience.
Yeah. So is this a game that is going to be on? Is this going to be a mobile game? Is this going to be just strictly to PC? Do you have? I guess console like PlayStation, Xbox is a little bit more difficult because you got to work with Sony and Microsoft. But yeah, what are you planning for the platform?
Hello,
Alexis, can you hear me?
can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me? I think we lost him again. But to answer the question that I just asked, because I know the answers to the questions I ask. I believe that they are starting out as a desktop application and then plan on moving into mobile. I guess you see from the preview there, it says that it is you use H to heal. So I believe it is going to be desktop. Alexis, can you hear me?
Yeah, for now is going to be on the PC version. The
Yeah.
PC version is what you're going to have. You know, we try to make it mobile, but there are some concepts that makes it difficult to implement a full Android or iOS version. For example, we're going to have an open world system, which what we have developed for now. The open world system is larger than Forbidden West Horizon, and we have the bunker customization. Those stuff are what needs heavy machines. You might it's not going to run comfortably. It's not going to run perfectly well on your Android and iOS devices. So, but what we're trying to do, we are going to have a simplified version of it, which is going to run on Android and iOS version,
Yeah.
and we are going to have the full version, which is going to be on the PC. So players can play on the Android version and they can also play on the PC version. What we can do at the moment is we're trying to make the PC version and the Android version separate different games, but you can cross your NFTs, but you cannot cross your progress, because the thing is that if you can cross your progress is going to be an unfair system. Let's say, for example, you can get lost. You can easily get loss of ranking in your Android version, and if you are to move this store the ranks and your progression down to the PC, is going to be unfair to PC players alone. So we're trying to make sure the only thing that is going to bridge both PC and Android version or iOS version is your NFTs. So NFTs will remain. So you can move the NFTs from one version to the other version. It's all going to be the same in-game items and the same weapons. But for the but if you want to experience the full version of the game, you want to experience the customization of the bunker, the open world system, the real-time strategy which we are introducing into FPS game, you have to be on the PC.
Yeah, and now doing that, like splitting it up and making them kind of two separate games. Will you still be able to play to earn on both platforms? Like, will people on
Yeah,
mobile still be able to
yes.
earn NFTs?
So yeah, definitely you're also going to have the same play to end concept. Like I mentioned, the only difference with between the PC version and the mobile version is the fact that the PC version is going to have a full reward system, which talks about the customization, the open world, 14 districts,
Yeah,
different events. Why the Android and iOS version is going to be basically a multiplayer version, 5v5, 10v10, and some other battle style. So, but it's going to be interesting. You're still going to have the P2E facial, you're still going to have the NFT, the comics, and everything is still going to be integrated into it, but you're not going to have the full experience of the open world, because the device is not programmed to withstand the withstand the space and everything that is going to
yeah,
come along with. Like for example, there's our demo version for now is around 2 3 GB file. If that is demo version without the open world. So if you're going to integrate the open world and we're using super graphics, we're using the HDPR graphics, and we're also using the PBR materials. So if you're going to integrate those into the Android and iOS version, it's going to be terrible. It's going to blow your phone up. So
Yeah.
we have a simplified version. We're going to scale down the graphics to UROP, so it's going to be at least still good on the Android and iOS version. But for the whole game, if you want to have the full experience of the game, you have to be on the PC version.
Awesome. Awesome. Nice. And let's talk a little bit about the gameplay because we're seeing some footage here. I guess what's going to be the main game type that people are going to be playing in this game?
Okay, we didn't talk about the gameplay. Let's be specific. If you're referring to the first demo version we are going to release a few hours from now, basically it was made to test animations, the controllers, and also see how we can get a good FPS rate on the gaming. For now, we are achieving close to 120 FPS, and
Mm-hmm.
if you're within your bunker, you get close to 200 or 300 FPS. So we try to create a simple version, which is not just uh you fighting waves of enemies. It has a little story behind it, and it's also going to be integrated into the main storyline. But for now, we try to create something simple and entertaining. Okay, for the demo version, the objective of the player is to clear the environment of enemies, and we integrated some algorithms that the amount of time you put in destroying the enemies, the amount of heal time you take determines the reward you're going to get at the end of the game. So if you spend 3 minutes to finish the round, and I spend 5 minutes to finish the round, you're probably gonna get more reward than me because it took you 5 minutes and it took you 3 minutes and it took me 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But if during the 5 minutes that it took me, I did not use any heal mechanism and you use lots of heal mechanism, it shows that I am more experienced than you. You took lots of healing potion and I used less healing potion, gives me more reward than you. So the algorithm we created on this demo version is interesting. And if you look at a minute you play back a minute ago, you showed the bunker customization system. So when you have a reward, we have 6 mystic artifacts you can get during this gameplay. You can exchange this mystic objects to different in bunker items, and you can also use those in bunker items to customize your bunker. So the demo is not just you defeating enemy waves. You defeat enemies, you earn reward, you use the reward to get in bunker items, and you customize your bunker with it. So we try to make it interesting, we try to make it interactive, and we also try to make it fun to play. So by doing so, when you play the first time and you get 2 rewards, you have 2 bunker items. Do you want to play more to get more rewards to customize your bunker? So the more you play, the more reward you get, and the more items you can exchange with the bunker. Then you can fill your bunker with lots of items.
Yeah. Yeah. And you mentioned that this demo is going to be coming out in a couple hours. You said.
Yeah,
I
it
guess
is the demo is already uploaded. We just waited after this live stream. We'll take a few 2 3 hours, and then we release it to a community members and any player who is interested to test that demo.
so. For anyone watching the stream right now, if they wanted to play the demo, how would they go about doing that?
Okay, anyone watching, if they want to play the demo, you simply go to our website and you scroll down to where it shows about our launcher. You take the launcher, and once you open the launcher, it shows you to install the game on your PC.
Nice, nice. I will definitely be checking out the demo probably later tonight, so that should be exciting. We have talked about. Well, I guess we talked about the demo gameplay. You said it's going to kind of be you're going to have the bunker and whatnot, and it'll be waves of enemies. But like, I believe I read on the website that you guys were wanting to do kind of a battle royale.
Yeah,
Is that
okay, so yes, so like I mentioned, every gameplay we are going to introduce into the game is going to follow a storyline. Like
yeah?
what we're trying to integrate battle royale style, we're not just integrating battle royale style, it needs to also follow our storyline. So what we're trying to do within this time, every player can create their own alliance, and you can have different members on your alliance team. And as an alliance, you can merge with other alliance to have a battle. Okay, that is where we integrate this type of the open world uh battle royale style. It's an alliance versus other alliance, making it interesting. So I go with my alliance, and you come with your alliance. 10 members, 20 members, 30 members. We all fight to the death.
Yeah. And so we have mentioned the bunker a couple times. That seems like it's going to be a huge part of the game, I guess, to kind of give it
Yeah.
like you said, that metaverse feel and whatnot. I guess, how are you going to earn stuff to put in your bunker?
Okay. So on the full release of the game, the bunker is the main focus of the game. The
Yeah.
objective of the player is to increase the bunker to your maximum level. The bunker has different sectors. Okay, what you see now, the bunker you see now is different from the bunker we are going to use on the main game. If you go to our channel on YouTube, you'll see the new bunker we actually created. Okay, so the bunker has different sectors. It has the uh, training sector, medical sector, farming, wood, and everything. So, like I mentioned, we are building a first-person shooter game that integrates strategy concepts. It's the first time it's been done in the industry, the entire video game industry, not just the game film industry, the entire video game industry. The objective of every player is to manage the bunker, upgrade it, build the strength, build different captains, and increase the power. By so doing, for you to do that, you need to get resources, and you can get resources by producing it from your bunker, or you can go into the open world to gather resources. So you can get wood, you can get crops, you can get stone, you can get iron ore to build whatever you want to do. And inside the bunker, you can craft items, you can craft weapons, you can upgrade abilities, you can even research new skills. The player can earn reward through different means. You can earn reward through defeating AI stronghold. So we have different AI stronghold because the way we design the game, Metalands is a fictional island that is occupied by four different races. Okay, we have the human race, we have the Aptics, we have the primates, and we have the Athos.
Mm-hmm.
So you can choose to be whatever race you want, and you can also own captains belonging to other race, and you can also raid other race strongholds. For example, the humans, we have a barracks which they lives in. You can go into any barracks, you can raise the barrack to get items, in-game items, get crop, get materials you can use, you take back to your bunker to build stuffs and upgrade your bunker. You can also go into the open world. You can also enter different events. So we are going to have this 5v5 gameplay events, so you can enter into those events to earn in-game items, to earn in-game currency also. And we try to make sure that everything is well balanced. We introduce this system of ranking where the player needs to get into a particular rank before, okay, you get into a particular rank before you unlock some stuff. So let's say, for example, when you upgrade your control panel to level 5, it gives you the ability to unlock training room. And when you unlock the training room, you're able to train new soldiers. And once you train new soldiers, you can go into the open world not just alone now. You have team members, you have your own army that you can take along to battle. So it gives you an advantage over a player that stays below your ranking. But to make everything fair, if you're doing a PvP game mode, we match everyone based on their ranking and based on the weapon they're using on their loadout. We don't want to make it too difficult, and we don't want to make it too easy. So we give you a particular range where we rank everyone into the server.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Yeah, because I mean, you don't want to have someone who's like the top rank playing against. It's like someone's first time playing, and they just get on and just get absolutely dusted, and you know. So
Exactly.
yeah, continuing on the bunker, because something that like I said, you guys heavily mentioned is that you're able to monetize these bunkers. So I guess, what are some examples of ways that you can monetize your bunker?
Okay, so the new bunker we are creating is very big. So we're creating a system where the players can customize the bunker, fill it with items, and also invite other players into the bunker. So when you invite other players into the bunker, you can also rent your bunker as to other players. Like,
Okay.
for example, if my crafting system has been upgraded to level 15, means I can craft higher weapons than you. So I can decide to rent my crafting system to you. You can come into my bunker, you can craft your items, and you can go back to your bunker. And aside from that, you can also rent the bunker for a particular minute or day for an event, whatever you want to do. You can go into the other bunker to do whatever you want to do. The player has a right to monetize the experience. The player can also sell items based on his bunker to new invitees, to guests coming into the bunker.
Yeah.
And also we are creating a system where the player will be able to install mini games into the bunker. So once you install mini games into the bunker, players who wants to play those mini games can come into your bunker and they can decide to pay you S amount of currency per minute per hour. It's all based on you. It's your bunker, it's your rules. Whatever you decide is based on you. We don't dictate what you need to do. It's your rules and it's your bunker.
Awesome, awesome. And then, will every player that loads into the game have a bunker, or will you guys be doing kind of like a sale to where people will
Okay,
have to
okay.
buy
No,
them?
what we're trying to do, the bunker is default. Every player has is entitled to a bunker.
Okay.
The only difference is that we're going to have textures, and each texture is going to come with different unique features. For example, we have a texture which we saw a few months ago. So once you you have such texture, it gives you added advantage. Some textures gives you 10% increase in production value. Some textures gives you 10% increase in strength. Some texture gives you the ability to mine more token. Some texture gives you more speed, more hours in speed. So different textures comes with different features. But the bunker is going to be free and available for everyone. But the texture is something you can also earn without paying anything. So trying to create a fun game, not just what most gamers think that NFTs are just what people is just a new name for uh, uh, taking money from gamers. We're not just all about the
Yeah.
money. So we create everything easy, and we make sure that if you're free to play player, you can get anything you want through playing. So we can have different events that say, okay, at the end of this event, if you can skate through this event, you get a new bunker skin. It all depends on how far you and how willing you want to play and how many hours you want to give into the game.
Nice, nice. Yeah, and everything in these games are going to be NFTs stored on the blockchain. And I guess I never really asked you what blockchain are you guys going to be on? Are you going to go with Ethereum? Is this going to be on Polygon? Like what are you planning on doing?
Okay, so for now we actually based on the BNB shade and Polygon shade, but few I think a few months from now we are going to be hosting the game on our own supernet. We had a discussion with Polygon team 2 days ago. We will commence uh, on SuperNet 2 to 3 weeks from now, but it's all going to be on the testnet and it's all going to be internal. So when we are sure that it's ready, the game is readily available to go on the SuperNet, we are going to release it on our own SuperNet. But for now, it's going to be on the BNB chain and Polygon chain.
Okay, nice, awesome. Because that'll keep the fees down when you're doing all these transactions and trading in game loot and everything like that. So that's good to hear.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
We try to make sure that that's the game, the system, everything has low fees because you will constantly be moving in-game items, getting skins and everything. So we don't want to bid on a chain that you spend hundreds of USD on a gas fee, and then before you move 2 or 3 game, you get items you already spent too much.
yeah, yep, yep. You do have the ability to stake some items. I guess what items are you able to stake, and what will you earn from staking those items?
Okay, yeah. So I think last year we had an experiment on staking NFTs.
Yeah.
Where you stake NFTs to earn ARC20 token. It was a success. It was an experiment, but it was a success. So we if you check most of our NFTs, you see some have staking power, some has face value. The reason why we introduced the staking power and its face value on our NFT metadata is basically because in the future, some of these NFTs are going to be stakeable, and some of them you can lease them out, you can rent them out. But the thing is that since it had a face value and it had a staking power, it makes it easier for us to integrate those NFTs into the DeFi system. The staking of NFTs to earn ARC20 token. Though most times you look at the NFT, the staking system is mainly staking of ARC20 to earn ARC20. But
Yeah.
we've done this in the past. We did it last year. We tried it. You stick ARC 721 NFTs and you earn ARC20. It was a success. So we already have the system working. It's something we can easily implement anytime we want to.
Yeah. Okay, awesome. So, and then moving in from that on to more of like the play to earn side, which is definitely a new concept in gaming. I think it kind of got more, like you said, popularized just like 2 years ago with probably with Axie Infinity. I think definitely kind of boosted the play to earn space. I guess what are you going to be able to earn from game? Is it just going to be NFTs? Is it going to be, do you guys have an end game currency? What's the plan with that?
Okay, so it's not basically going to be NFTs. You're going to earn NFTs, you're going to earn tokens, and you're also going to earn in-game currency. But we looked at the NFT and the play to earn industry. Like I told you, Metaland is well thought out, well planned, and uh, well designed for sustainability, not just what we see on other play to earn games. When you look at other play to earn games, after a month or two, the earning system shrinks, whereby players are discouraged. They don't want to continue playing because they no longer earning what they were earning before. Scholars, scholars are not really happy because they spend lots of money buying NFTs and they are not earning what they plan to earn. Means that their income is not. They might not be able to get a return on their investment.
Yeah.
So what we decided to do in the system, we decided to introduce reward pass. This is the first game in the first time any game has actually thought about integration of reward pass into the game. So reward pass is a system where every player owns a particular passport. The passport determines the maximum amount of NFTs you can earn in a game.
Hello. I think we lost. I think we lost him again. Um, before I got cocky, I said I knew everything but I did not read about the rewards pass. So I was learning. But I do know that there are going to be different NFTs that you'll be able to earn in game in different in game currencies. I am curious to know when he gets back. Is there a daily limit that you can earn when playing the game? Because yeah, like he was saying, a lot of games come out with play to earn, and then the scholars aren't making money. The people that are setting up the scholarships aren't making money because games similar to like Thetan Arena that we played, I've played it multiple times on this stream. It was basically you get on, you play your games. Now you did have to win in that game, but it wasn't like a challenging game to win. And a lot of people were able to just get on, earn their money, and then get off. To where I honestly I think with the play to earn aspect of games, it has to be more fun. Like the games need to be fun to play, and it doesn't need to be looked at as like this is your 9 to 5. Like I'm getting on to grind out this loot to get this to get this item to sell. Because if everyone's selling stuff, then nothing really has value. Like something has to be desirable. So I think creating a fun experience and having in-game items that you can earn through being either good at the game or doing certain quests like before other people did them, whatever it may be. I think that is definitely the best model in my opinion to do. So we'll see if we can get Alexis back in here. Oh, there we go. Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you. I think I'm having a terrible network today. I don't know why.
No, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay, so like I was saying before, we integrated a reward passport, which gives you a monthly quota you can earn per month. So every player owns this reward passport, and once you own a reward passport from level 1 to level 6, you can own multiple reward passport. The more you own, the more you'll be able to earn. But the thing is that once you own a reward passport, you already know the maximum amount you can earn per month. So
Yeah.
this tries to limit earnings and also make it sustainable. All the players who wants to commit their time and all players who own reward passport will be able to earn. But still, like I mentioned, we always want to make it available for everyone, even though even if you are free to play players. So even if you don't have a reward passport, you'll be able to earn, but is going to be limited, and you need to meet a monthly reward, a monthly withdrawal before you can withdraw your earnings. So if, for example, you need to get to like 50 coin before you can withdraw. As a free to play player, you can earn 3 4 in a month. So if you can play for like 5 6 7 months, you'll be able to withdraw your earnings. It all depends on you. But if you think you cannot wait that long, you can get yourself a reward passport.
Nice, nice. And yeah, I was wondering, as you know, for the free to play players, is there going to be a daily limit to the amount that they can earn per day?
Yeah, every there's going to be a monthly limit. So
A
it's going
monthly
to be a
limit.
monthly limit. But as a free to play player, you should not be expecting lots of quotas, but
Yeah.
at least be expecting something.
Yeah. I guess I just wonder if like if you do monthly, I guess do you worry about like people getting on like the first week of the month and then grinding out the game and then earning like their monthly quota and then just I guess not playing for the rest of the month?
Okay, the thing is that we've not thought about that, but now that you mentioned, let me tell you how it's going to be like. We decided to introduce a Gaussian system of distribution, which means that not every game you play gives you reward.
Okay.
It's randomly distributed. So you can play 50 games and only see 7 8 week. Okay, I think that's very little. Let's say you can play 50 games and you can only get rewarded by maybe like 20 30 games game mode. But the thing is that at the end of the month, you already know the maximum you can earn.
Yeah.
You cannot earn more than that, or you can earn below it. So since it's a random distribution, you cannot say, okay, I want to play and earn all my reward in a day. It's not possible.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. And you know, I hope the the play to earn side definitely it works out. I know it's a new space, and I think a lot of games are still trying to figure out how to balance the economy, and it's definitely just a learning process, and there's going to be growing pains for sure. I did want to ask: are there any plans that you guys have for esports, being an FPS game?
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Esport and FPS game are like best of friends. How's going
Yeah,
on? No, we've actually been contacted by some esports companies for, I think that was 2 months ago. We already have them in the pipeline, but for now, we have still not integrated multiplayer system. Not because we don't want to, or not because we cannot do it. We already have the system, and if we want to integrate multiplayer, it's not going to take more than a month. But the thing is that we're looking at sustainability. Once you play multiplayer game as a small game for now, we are still small. Like, yes, definitely we're still very small. And what keeps multiplayer game thriving is the quick matchmaking.
yeah,
Okay, if we had to release the multiplayer at this moment, players might wait for 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes before they can get a complete match. And not everyone has the patience to wait. So
yeah,
that was the reason why, okay, we decided to create a PvE game mode. Once we have a robust PvE, we create a PvP. So even if you come into the game to play the multiplayer game and you're having a hard time getting a match, you can easily jump into the PvE and still have a good time.
yeah. I
So
like
that is
that.
a That is a plan. We want to create multiple game modes for you to engage yourself. You can decide to go into multiplayer. If you have a quick matching, you fine, and that is good. If you don't have quick matching, you can go into the PvE and still have a good time, have a fun game to play. So you can see on the video, we constantly improve the AI characters, making it look good. You know, AI is a tricky thing. It's a tricky concept on FPS games. Most games find it difficult to have a perfect AI system. I cannot say we have a perfect AI system, but at least we have a good AI system.
Yeah. Yeah, and I guess with the competitive side of it, a lot of people always wonder about games. Is there going to be any type of, I guess, pay to win aspect? Like, will players who spend more money be like have an easier time playing the game versus someone who's playing free?
Yeah, the thing is that we cannot rule pay to win out of the game. Last month we had an AMS session with cases KGG Games, and a user raised the question that he has been free to play players for all of his time, all of
Yeah,
his life, but that was when he had no money. But now he has some good amount of monthly incomes, and he now prefers a pay to win game. He asked if we're going to have such system on the game, and I told him yes, we are going to have a pay to win system of the game, but it's going to also be moderated and also going to be balanced. For example, a new player can go into the NFT marketplace and purchase a good weapon, giving
yeah,
him a huge advantage over other players. But the thing is that each weapon we have is tagged with a particular level. Let's say you have an AK-47, and AK-47 needs you to be on level 15 in rank before you can use it. As a new player coming into the game, you're still at level 1. So you need to get to level 15.
yeah,
We give the players the option to buy level, so you can purchase more levels or increase your level. And aside from that, once you get to level 15, the matchmaking you're going to be meeting, you're going to be matched with people with the same level, people that already have those rights to use such weapons. So when you're using a weapon as, let's say, grade 15, you match with people that are also using grade 15 weapons. So the game is going to be balanced. Because if we don't create something like that and you purchase a huge weapon for a good item from the NFT store, you're at level 1, you match with level 1, and you're using a 15 level weapon, it's not going to be fair and balanced. So,
yeah.
but once you get those NFT weapons and you want to play with the big boys, you can increase your level yourself by purchasing more levels. You increase your levels, and then you can enjoy your weapon.
Nice, nice. And just I guess a little just random off topic question, but you guys I guess I never really asked how big is the team working on the project?
I mentioned earlier that we approximately 12 to 15 members working on the team.
Yeah.
We have 3D modelers, we have animators, we have programmers, and we have a game designer.
Yeah, and so I guess with my question, that a team of like 12 to 15, how do you think that you can, what are some of the best ways you think you can compete, I guess, with AAA studios if they start getting interested in to play to earn games? Say like if Call of Duty, where they have like 200 people working on the game. Like, what are some ways where you think that you guys can do better as a team of 12 to 15?
Okay, so like something I need to point out, our concept has never been developing. Okay, our main innovation has never been play to earn or NFTs.
Yeah,
Now, if play to earn and NFT is your only innovation, then I don't see you staying a long time on the market. What we are doing, we are building the first strategy based FPS games. It is the first game that has integrated RTS in FPS, not just on the game, the blockchain gaming industry, but also on the traditional video game industry. So we are the
yeah,
first building something like this. FPS is just a perspective we are using. It is not the main concept of the game. That we are FPS game means we are using the first person perspective to show the player.
Yeah.
But our concept of the game is a real time strategy first person shooter game. So it is the first in the industry. So when I talk about real time, you're looking about games like let me say a 3D version of Clash of Clans, Rock, and other games like that. So it is the first FPS game to do something like that. So
Yeah.
that is our innovation, not play to earn, not NFTs. NFTs and play to earn are bonus we're giving to our community. NFT is what we give players to have ownership of of the items. Play to earn is a thank you for spending thousands of hours to play the game. But our
Yeah.
main innovation is not NFT or play to earn. So even if Call of Duty is to come into the NFT space, it is still not going to affect our business because we are a different game using the same perspective.
Yeah. Awesome. Awesome. Love to hear it. Like I said, stream, if you guys are wanting to check out the Metalands demo that is going to be dropping in a couple hours, make sure you follow them on Twitter, check out their website, and get in their Discord to get notified on everything Metalands. I think I pretty much covered everything. Alexis, if there's anything that you feel like that we didn't talk about that you'd like to talk about, do you think there's anything I left out?
I think you actually covered everything from the open world to the reward system to the animations and everything. I think everything was pretty covered.
Awesome, awesome. Well, I really do appreciate you coming on today to talk about Metalands with us.
Thank you, thank you.
And yeah, I can't wait to try the game out. It looks awesome. So thank you very much for coming on. I want to thank everyone for watching the stream. Like I said, go check out that demo, give it a play. If you're into just games in general, for sure check it out. And everyone have a great weekend. We'll be live again on Monday. Thank you guys for coming out.
All right, have a good day.